Good morning, friends. This is Shriyasha from Crazy Money with Street. Today is 13th of January, and let's see what's happening in the market. What happened yesterday in the Indian market, US market, European market, and what is that which we need to expect now, and how we need to actually move forward is something we will discuss right now. And if you are still not a part of my YouTube channel, go ahead, like the video, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon so that you will get all the latest notifications. So let's look at what is happening in the market scenario. Markets have been moving extraordinarily on a high note, and they have broken in the bank nifty. I was telling you it was trying to actually give early signs of reversal, but that was actually breached yesterday. So markets is still looking quite strong, and the buy on dips is still continuing, and probably it may still continue until unless we see any clear cut reversal. Now until unless 14,500 is being held, there is a probability we may move towards 14,700 to 800, which will again now become a psychological resistance, because at 1800 level most of the time we tend to actually get into a sell mode. So let's see how things are going to go, and bank nifty probably is moving towards its all-time high, which is 32,600 change we have. So overall, Indian markets are looking extraordinarily strong at this point of time, and um, the sectorial rotations are happening, and which is uh, ensuring that the nifty is not falling down. So that is something which we can see. And if you see what happened in the US market is it's closed quite on a flattish kind of a note, and mainly only the small caps were the one which have actually still been moving higher. So small caps are right now trying to still hold the markets, and the major big wigs are actually a little bit on the correction. This is a sectorial rotation there also happening, and the European side, if you see, it is more on flat to negative side. So, and the opening, if you see, all the futures are still on a flat node for the European and the US markets, and the Indian markets are again showing that we may again get into some kind of a gap. Now, there's something which is very interesting right now. Uh, 14,500 has the highest open interest for the call writers for this week. So I am not expecting it to go beyond that. If it has to go beyond that, then we need to close above 14,500 today also. Um we should sustain 14,500. That is very important for today, and then probably there's some possibility of we moving forward. Today, tomorrow are very important. This is because more mainly from the option expiry point of view, because last week also the same thing had happened. In the last 2 days, market actually went down. You would have seen this happening. So if option writers are going to actually push the price down, if actually we need to see whether the call writers are strong, put writers are strong. If the put writers are strong, the bulls are strong. In that case, um, we should actually move somewhere near to 14,500. We should close um, around 14,500. Very likely today, the bears are going to push the prices down, because if they have to exit from their positions, they need to actually push the prices down, then they need to exit. So let's see how actually the tussle is going to happen, because overall breadth yesterday was quite strong. So market is still having a good amount of strength there, and overall breadth is looking still great. And looking at that scenario, probably market has the potential to move further higher. If it cannot, then actually it is something which we have to see if the reversal is going to come. Until unless the reversal is not going to come, we should actually assume that the market is going to be on buy on dips at every dip, but volatility is probably going to increase. So that is something which we have to be closely watching in. So overall, the global news is something which is not that great from the COVID perspective. uh, Germany is planning to have a lockdown So that is something which is happening. Europeans, UK had already earlier announced the lockdown. Now the thing is, the spread of the variant 2 is actually increasing. So sooner or later, this may actually dampen things. But vaccine is something which is there, so we have to see how actually things are going to grow from that perspective. But overall markets are highly overvalued, so there is a reason for a correction. It's not actually that because of the virus, there is actually a correction, because you need a news that could be the news. But overall market is highly overstretched, overvalued, and result season is on, and now is the time where it can we need to get more real. That's what actually yesterday our RBI governor also said. But even then market is not ready to listen to anyone. Market is still on the strong note, and it may continue to move higher. So if it has to move down, then we need to slow down. If we cannot slow down, we may not actually have a negative side coming. Probably it may move positive only. So we need to actually, the stock specific opportunities are coming. Automobiles are getting actually too much of actually up move. So it's already highly overbought, but it is not actually stopping. That's the whole crux of the things. So let's see what's going to happen in the coming days. Either we are going to get into, see, now the Indian scenario is we are highly strong. The momentum is strong, the markets are strong, everything is very strong from the Indian market scenario. If we have to come down, it could be mainly because of the global markets. Otherwise, from the Indian perspective, though it is overstretched, overvalued, everything is there, but the market breadth and the market, the amount of liquidity in the system is so extraordinarily high. Market is not actually giving any reason for any correction, but anything is possible in the market, because as I have been telling you, for all the brokerage houses, the target for this whole year is 14,800 to 15,000. So we are almost at that place. So if we are able to reach those targets in the earlier part of the days, for the entire year we may actually be more on the sideways zone only, or probably on the correction mode. So that is something which is a word of caution. Otherwise, technically speaking, it is looking quite strong. The buy and dips can continue, and it could be again stock specific, sector specific. If you are to look at the commodity side, gold and silver are actually trying to move higher. At the same time, crude oil is not coming down. Though we are expecting it to come down, it is not coming down. So that's what actually is happening right now. And crude oil going higher is not going to be good for the Indian scenario. See, crude oil and gold are the ones which are going to have a lot of challenge with, because more and more of these are the things which we are importing. So since we are importing these things, these are going to dampen our current account deficits, and this is something which is not going to be good now that the budget is actually coming. So this is not going to be good from that scenario. So that is something which we need to see. And you can look at the euphoria which was in cryptocurrency. After that, yesterday there was a big bounce, and that appeared as more of a dead cat bounce, and again the bitcoins are falling. So this kind of euphoria which is there right now, that kind of same euphoria is there in the stock market also. And once that bubble is going to burst, the dampening can be very strong. Especially it can actually happen mainly with the small cap companies which have actually moved up too much. That could be the ones which will be greatly affected, but it could actually affect all the sectors, all the stocks also. So be careful on that. Now that Reliance, we've been talking, it was becoming weak, but it has actually gained some strength yesterday. Now if it actually continues to actually gain strength, probably now that can also give strength to the market. So we need to see how things are going to work. overall markets are actually trying to look extraordinarily strong. So let's see how things are going to shape up, and based on that, we can take a call. As of now, it is still buy on dips, but today very likely we should go down because of the option expiry. Very unlikely that we will sustain. Bears are going to act very aggressively today and try to push the prices down. So be careful on your long positions. Today probably you have a much better shorting opportunity than a buying opportunity. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow with more news. If you're still not subscribed my channel, look at the like this video, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon so that you will get all the latest notifications. If you're not a part of my telegram channel, search for Crazy Money History telegram channel, join there, so you will be more aware of all the situations. And if you're not part of my pro trading system, which is my signature trading program, go and look at my playlist, look at the first day video for free, and in the description there's a link. Go ahead, click on that and join. Thank you very much. Have a great and prosperous day.